Time now for our Sunday check-in. We're going to see how everyone is feeling this week. This is our time when we like to just talk through things. Our life coach, Jasna Burza, joining us live this morning. Good morning, Jasna.
Good morning.
I'm excited about our topic today, something I'm passionate about. We're talking about intergenerational friendships. And I got to tell you, that was one of my favorite things as I sort of developed into an adult, got later in my 20s and my 30s. It was like, oh, I have friends who are my mom's age, or I have friends who are 10 years younger. It's a neat thing.
It is. How much richer our life is because of it. And unfortunately, our fast and very disconnected world, it's becoming a lot more difficult to maintain and even commence those relationships. And yet the research really shows, and we've talked about the happiness study that shows that the positive social relationships are one of the main variables for our own happiness. So we really should invest in those relationships and see that there's so many benefits to our mental and physical lives.
Yeah, and there's benefits to having people who are in different phases, right?
Absolutely. What's so remarkable is that as young people, we really need that guidance and mentorship, and we're looking for that sense of purpose and a sense of history, where things come from, and that we can really get that from people who have, lived a full life. And yet people who are a little bit older have a really renewed sense of purpose, because now their life has had meeting and they can really pass on the legacy and the lessons of their lives, which I really think strengthens our communities and just makes our lives richer.
I agree with you so much. I've actually seen in other cultures sometimes that they sort of revere elders a little bit more than in America, kind of more of a youth-focused culture. Very
much so. But even where I come from, people who grow older, they don't really go to homes. They stay in the home. So it's not uncommon to have 3 or 4 generations in one home, which might sound crazy, but really there's so many beautiful benefits and sense of that community and safety net that I think is so important in our own lives.
And you had a few ways of people going about this. You said volunteer, attend community events, join a group or a club. Those are some ways to kind of mix it up, right?
There are so many ways to do it. We have to have an intention behind it, intentionality, and we really have to just take a few first steps. So what are some of those events in the community? Festivals, concerts, farmer markets. What are some of the hobbies that will bring all generations together, and you can hear the conversation, you can have insights that you have not heard before, that I really think can benefit all of us long term. And I think that there is the disconnect that we're feeling, especially young people. We're feeling so alone, like on our own we can't figure it out, yet we have this incredible resource of people who have lived a full life and they've done many things right. So we should really heed the advice.
And I love this from a personal level, but also from a professional level. I really enjoy talking to people who maybe are retired in the industry or have had that kind of long perspective. There's just so many things we can learn from people. And then on the flip side too, I think that people in a later stage of life are getting energy from younger people.
Absolutely. Well, the world is changing so much. Sometimes I look at, my marketing director or people that I work with who are much younger. I'm like, I feel like a dinosaur right now. Teach me all the things. And I think that there is the benefit of like, the world is changing. Tell me how is it changing.
Right.
I want to enliven my life. I want to become better. I want to grow. And it's a circle that goes around. And I think just like love, it's a boomerang. It comes back to us in so many different ways, and it does enrich our lives. I cannot stress that enough.
I love that. Thank you so much, Jasna.
Such a pleasure.
Inspired. And hopefully our friends are at home too. Let us know if you make some new friendships after hearing this. Thank you, Jasna.
Thank you.